Who say does that?
Oh, we might have a throwback battle on our hands, Greg. These two teams take pride in their defense.
No doubt, these are some tough-nosed, gritty, physical defenses, and we're not going to see many easy buckets. Both sides are going to make you work.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the center position. And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Lets it go from the wing. Paul can't get it to go. To the paint. Paul with the steal. Bridges against Wall. Bridges misses. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, a bit ago, Teron Lue and I were able to chat. He wants his guys to focus on jamming the perimeter shooters. He wants hard closeouts, no room to operate. He knows what this team can do if you give them any space on the outside to shoot. And they're going to be determined not to let that happen. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Devising a strategy to take away that three-point shot. 6 on the shot clock. And the Suns miss again.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
You know, you appreciate Zubac's focus on close-range looks as a big man.
Well, Zubac's one of those big centers that's burly and tough and rugged on the inside. And while other bigs are searching that three-point line out, Zubac's looking to get deep into the paint. If you look at his shooting percentages over the past couple seasons, up around 60%. That's good shot selection, great consistency.
Morris outside. Paul against Wall. Out to Morris. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Paul surveying the floor. That one falls. And this game is tied up now.
He enjoys hitting shots in the face of the D, especially when he's near the hoop. Devin Booker with a nice 2 there.
And Wall kicks to Leonard. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Booker is screen on Wall. Booker outside. The 3 trains the three-pointer. Booker's got 5 points so far.
This is what you like to see from Booker, just firing with confidence right off the catch.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Three-pointer. Hits it from three-point range.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
They get it back. And Ayton throws it down.
You know, if Ayton continues to play with that kind of effort, possession by possession, he's a real tough cover.
Ball against Paul. Ball passes to Zubac. Bridges left side. Here's Johnson. Up and in on the layup.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. And with these guys scoring in a variety of ways, really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader.
Here is Paul after the Clippers pick up 2. Booker outside. Over George. Doesn't go for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Takes the 3. Bridges with the board.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
The Clippers grab the miss. Left side Wall. Zubac's with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Here's George. Johnson with the defensive effort.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And here's Booker from the arc. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. It'll count. And no good on the last second attempt this time. It's all tied here in Los Angeles. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the 1 spot. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
You got to love Devin Booker and the way he just competes no matter what the score is and no matter where the team is sitting in the standing.
Now, here is Morris. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. 6 to shoot. Here's Leonard. Hits the target from 18 feet.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Paul against Wall. Here's Booker. Kicks it out to Paul for 3. That one misses. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
And here are the Suns now, after the basket by Los Angeles. Ayton kicks to Booker, fires from deep. No good there. Clippers leading by 3. Nobody near George. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Paul. From 7, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Pass to Leonard. Zubac trying to break loose. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist from Wall. Wall's got 3 assists in the game. Ball against Wall. Now here's Paul. He's covered closely. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Johnson.
Chris Paul came into the league playing unselfish, continues to do so. What a dime.
Now here's Wall. Passes it to Leonard. Outside, George. To the middle, and stolen by Booker. Johnson wide open. He fires, and it's all evened up. Johnson's got 9.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. And, if they do that and they get help, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
Now here's Booker. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Ayton against Zubac. And that one's good, Ayton. Ayton's got the lead up to 2 now for Phoenix.
Ayton pouring a foundation there on the inside, just living in the paint.
Leonard sets a screen for Wall. Kicks it out to Leonard. Back to Wall. Leonard inside, defended by Paul. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. You could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA.
Now here's Paul. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Booker. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 4 assists in the game. Paul against Wall. Bridges with the steal. Lobbed up there for Johnson.
Oh, my goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. There's 47 seconds left in the first half of the game. And here's George for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Here's Johnson. Plays it up and banks it in. And it's a 7-point Suns lead.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Leonard with the screen on Paul. Leonard inside. He's against Bridges.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Paul outside. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Suns lead by 7.
Chris Paul, a crafty finisher, gets inside, and despite being 6 feet, will find a way to get it done.
And George gets it to go. Thanks, David. And we'll be back.
23, 27.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Brent, as we all know, you were a former slam dunk contest champion. So with that in mind, what was your take on the 2022 contest?
Well, I think there was some great dunkers out there, Kevin, and every year it's like that. I know from year to year it takes a lot of criticism to the contest, and certainly there are years that are better than others, but the skill of those guys on the floor for them to go out and put on an exhibition, always appreciated as a fan.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Booker with no one around. That 3 off the mark.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Back to Powell. Batum, a screen on Booker. It's Powell with the drive.
Not surprised Norman Powell can get up.
Here's Paul. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Here's Jackson following the basket by Chris Paul. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. And here is Los Angeles now. Powell kicks to Batum. Back to Powell. 6 on the shot clock. Jackson dishes to Powell. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Powell's got 7 points.
A really good job by Reggie Jackson just finding the shooter and feeding him.
Payne looking around. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Mann. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Lee. The kick out to Crowder. Lee, a screen on Jackson. There's the lob to the hoop. And Lee with the stuff.
And Jay Crowder moving it to the open man.
Clippers trail by 4. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Pass to Powell. Fires for 3. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one. Crowder the screen. Shamet. Crowder goes in. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Nicholas Batum.
Well, Crowder can shoot that catch and shoot jump shot, and that's going to open up a driving lane.
And hey, how about the career for a guy like Jay Crowder?
This guy has played some bully ball, and he doesn't mind playing inside. And I think guys love to have a guy who takes on that physical responsibility to be the tough guy on the team, something Jay Crowder enjoys doing himself.
Now here's Powell. 10 points for him. Goes up on the wing, and it's Shamet with the rebound. 1:53 left in the third. He kicks to Payne. Beyond the arc. And the Suns miss again. And so Powell will bring it up for the Clippers. They trail by 3. Jackson looking around. Now the pass to Powell. And here's Covington. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Now here's Lee. Pass to Payne. And Covington sends it back.
Covington's aggressive defense is going to pay off, and that time it did.
Powell, the pass to Covington. Shamet with the steal. Oh, here we go now. Crowder's got it, the fast break chance. Here's Lee outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lee's got 5 points now this quarter. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Suns.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
Something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on their turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. You got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Those feel so good. Covington up there for a slam dunk.
Payne with it. Jackson on him. Payne dishes to Sharnish. Chalk up 2 there.
Hey, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Foul for 3. No good that time. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Suns lead by 3. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
And the team leans on him for moments like this where they need him to dominate offensively.
Ball against Wall. Johnson for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one. It's George on the wing. Back to Leonard to take the lead. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And he gets the bucket.
This isn't all that surprising. Remember, Devin Booker once put 70 up in an NBA contest.
Ball against Wall. He dishes it to Morris. Now Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
I tell you what, did he take off on that one? Not many players can elevate it and literally fly. What a special talent, and it's plays like that that remind me just how amazing these athletes are in the NBA. Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
The shot by George, no good.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Here's Ayton. Plays it up off the glass.
Again, with that kind of size, DeAndre Ayton is going to draw some fouls and does not shy away from contact.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Driving in. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
The drive by Paul. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter.
How about that? Ayton showing why he was picked first overall. That's a reason.
Paul taking his time here. Leonard on the wing and taken away by Paul. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. They lead by 1. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the fourth. And Wall kicks to Leonard. Lets it go from deep. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Paul with the ball to the inside. It's stolen by Morris. In the corner, George with it. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Leonard inside, defended by Bridges. It's good.
Yeah, you could be as physical as you want with Kawhi Leonard. He just stays with it and is unshaken.
Paul passes to Booker. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. From deep. They grab their own miss. And there's another turnover by the Suns. .103 left in the fourth quarter. Ball against Paul. Outside Leonard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, Leonard looking to score. It's going to make defenders nervous, and that's why he got the foul that time.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. The Suns on offense. And here is Paul. Booker is screen on Wall. Paul kicks to Booker. Can they get it? And they'll get another chance. Ayton, the pass to Johnson. From deep. For 3, Booker. It's in! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And this guy wants those kind of shots. That's Devin Booker. Wow.
Here is Wall. Passes to Leonard. Puts up a 3. It's off. So the Clippers with the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what's...
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. And we've got a pair of teams here that know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purist.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the 5.
Sharp find by Paul, one of the best passes of all time.
Bane with a screen on Paul. Morant, the pass to Bane. The ball's knocked loose and stolen by Paul. And they're pushing it up. And Booker with the jam.
Yeah, and you don't want to let Devin Booker get easy points in transition.
Ball against Morant. Driving in.
That is powerful.
Yes.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism. What a job Monty Williams has done in his time with the Phoenix Suns. Hats off to the talent that he's been able to bring in and develop. And that's the way he's created a winning culture.
Now here's Bane. Adams a screen. Oh, Booker with a block. Paul against Bane. Pass to Booker. Fires for 3. Gets a hand on it. Great positioning on the putback.
I mean, come on, a 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
He'll put you on your heels in a hurry. Morant slicing through the D.
Boy, Richard, you really can't say enough about what Monty Williams has done with this Phoenix team.
Struggled in his first year, but we gave him a break for that. Immaculate seasons the last 2 years, becoming a Western Conference juggernaut. Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
Oh, he's got some hops. Morant, this man loves to attack the rim whenever he gets the chance. And when I mean any chance, I mean any chance.
Now here's Paul. And there's the drive. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Morant against Bridges. Stolen by Bridges. And now the Suns fast break. And there's Paul. That one's good on the assist by Johnson.
So clever and decisive in transition. Paul is fantastic at keeping defenders guessing and off balance.
Pass to Bane. Back to Morant. There's the drive. Morant with the slam.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion.
Every night, John Morant has a hard job to do. He draws the opponent's toughest defender into each game they play. That's how talented of a scorer he is.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start through.
Oh, my goodness! Did you see that? Bring it out the hammer!
Now that's how you finish.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
And Booker puts up a deep 3. And they get it back. Here's Ayton. And at last, they get one to fall.
Yeah, when you let Ayton get the ball close, it's over. DeAndre is just too skilled.
Outside Morant. Bane with a screen on Paul. Morant with it. Now guarded by Booker. That's a foul called on Cameron Johnson. That's his first foul. Jackson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Bane.
Defensively, Ayton's always had the size and length. Where he's really improved is with the angles he takes to the ball.
Bridges finds Paul. Ayton with a screen from the high post. They grab their own miss. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just an assertive play. He attacks the miss and sends it home.
Now Morant, 10 points for him.
Suns foul. Chris Paul. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Grizzlies, John Morant taking 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Morant.
You know John Morant, such a dynamic guard. His combination of speed and creativity, that makes for some tough matchups.
And Morant drops them both.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Oh, deflected. Stolen by Bane. And so it's Phoenix leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Phoenix. Memphis trailing here.
When it comes to the Grizzlies, a lot of this season is about erasing the memory of their playoff loss last year. It was a disappointing end to their season.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. And denied! He sends it right off the glass. Pass to Morant. Stolen by Booker. Bridges with it. Check by Brooks. Out to Bridges. Outside Johnson. Back to Bridges. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Here's Morant. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
But with Memphis's 2021-2022 season, it still has to be considered a success, right?
Yeah, I think it was a successful season, but as a whole, this young team, they won their division, but the hopes were so much higher going into the postseason than just the second round.
To the inside. Brooks with the rebound. The Grizzlies have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Morant finds Brooks. Back to Morant. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, with roster sizes expanding and the addition of 2-way contracts, the NBA has 100 more roster spots than around 12 years ago. RJ, how's that changed things?
Well, you just need so much more scouting and development, and you look at the different teams around this league, the ones that have continued success are the ones that are always able to find those diamonds in the rough. It's easy to get somebody good with a top 5 pick. Show me a team that can find somebody with the 30th or 35th pick.
Back to Brooks. Pass to Jackson. Now Bane. To the paint. And the dunk by Jackson.
A big target with good hands. Jackson doing damage in the pick and roll.
Here's Paul. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
With not a defender in sight, there's no one to blame but himself.
When we evaluate players, one thing that gets overlooked, age. Take Jaren Jackson Jr. He was only 18 when he got drafted in 2018.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Here's Booker. It's on target from the high post. Booker's got 8. You know, for Triple J, it took time to develop. Year 4 with Memphis was a special one.
Jackson unlocks his defensive potential amongst the best shot blockers in the entire league. You have to give those young guys time before making a true judgment. I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Paul, soft touch off the glass. He's got 6.
I love how creative Paul is at penetrating inside. Talented at reading angles and exploiting the holes in the D.
Morant with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. One thing you notice about these Suns, RJ, many of them are considered strong two-way talents.
And that is such a list for your team. Having guys that can get it done on both sides of the floor instead of trying to balance a lineup of just pure specialists.
And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, BA, ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
Jackson outside. It's hauled in by the Suns. Pass to Bane. And here's Morant outside. And Aiden pulls it down. The Suns trailing. Booker for 3. It's hauled in by Ja Morant.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Brooks outside. There's 25 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Paul passes to Booker. And he drives in. And Booker with the jam.
There is no on-off switch for Booker. He is always in attack mode.
The free throw drops for Morant. Some changes for Phoenix. And Morant drops them both. Payne with it. That'll do it for the first half. Grizzlies out in front, up by 6. Well, now, thanks very much, Allie. And, folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this. As we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. John Conchar is out there with Ja Morant. And it's Clark in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jones is checked in. Payne against Jones. Pass to Shaman. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Right side Jones. Now here's Jackson. He's guarded closely. Puts the move on. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Oh, a tricky move by Jackson Jr. Using a little pump fake to get the defender off balance.
Jackson Jr. 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. And Phoenix shooting efficiently, 50% so far. Now here's Payne. Crowder outside. Shoots over Jackson. Here's Shamet. 6 to shoot. Here's Payne. And it's blocked by Clark. And they get it back. From deep. It's rebounded by Memphis. Brooks has got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Conchar. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. For Phoenix, they've gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Right wing.
Phoenix foul. Cameron Payne. First personal foul.
Memphis leading. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Payne against Jones. Jackson outside. Clock at 6. Here's Conchar. Boy, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Saric down low. Clark covers, and it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball. Here's Shamet. Saric a screen. Shamet no good.
I mean, during his first playoffs, Dillon Brooks proved he was a big game player, pouring in 31 in his playoff debut, an upset win over Utah.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the league and the world have endured tremendous challenges in recent years. Commissioner Silver said, quote, "We found a way to keep going under very difficult circumstances. It required enormous diligence. To keep playing throughout the pandemic, we are particularly proud of that." Brian?
Hey, the show must go on. Thanks, Allie. Outside Jones. Pass to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Little turnaround. Not going to go that time. Now the Suns take it the other way. You know, talking about Dillon Brooks, also great in those first ever play-in games, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the Grizzlies making the playoffs, winning 2 games. Brooks was outstanding in a win at Golden State, locking down the Warriors on the perimeter.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Adams checked in for Clark. Desmond Bane comes in for Conchar. And it's Ja Morant in for Jones. 1:33 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Payne, the pass to Saric. Oh, stolen by Morant. From deep, Payne nails it from beyond the arc. Payne's got 9.
This is what he gives you night in and night out. Stellar production at the offensive end.
Pass to Shamet. Saric a screen. And he's going for the lob.
Smooth finish off a terrific feed.
Man, the timing and execution couldn't have been any better right there. Memphis has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Outside Morant. Outside Bane. Here's the 3. Phoenix grabs the miss.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Tries it from the top of the key, and another basket for Phoenix.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Adams a screen. To the inside. Nice move. And Bane lays it in. Bane's got 5 points now this quarter.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Pass to Shamet for 3. The rebound by Jackson. It's tipped. Lee on the wing. And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Grizzlies leading by 6. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And so in the game for the Suns, Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the center position.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
It's stolen by Johnson. It's a one-on-one situation. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Grizzlies. And the first one at the line is good.
And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
And if you talk to Bridges, Grant, he really credits his mom for his determination on and off the court.
You know, BA, it's a terrific story. Now, she actually made the NBA before Mikal did. She joined the 76ers organization in 2015, 3 years before Mikal was drafted.
Paul passes to Booker. And Booker with the jam.
He has no deficiencies. He has no flaws in his offensive game. Booker, he's capable of dropping 30 on any given night against any given player.
Here's Bane. Oh, rejected by Ayton. Moran against Paul. Outside, Green. Five on the clock. From deep three-point range. Kept alive. Outside for Brooks. They shoot again. And it's good on the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
Getting the ball inside, usually a pretty good recipe.
Down low. Here's Bridges. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Bane with a screen on Paul. Outside Bane. Three-pointer. Here's Adams. And it's Adams with the finish.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
Ayton with a screen. And he lobs it up top. And Ayton with the stuff.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Booker against Bane. Outside for Brooks. Inside. Here's Adams. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Mikal Bridges.
And look at Adams keeping his composure. He doubles down on his inside shot and wins a trip to the charity stripe.
The free throw drops for Adams. Williams is checked in for Green. So hits one and misses one at the line. The Suns have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. And Booker with the jam.
Check out Booker rising to meet the challenge. He wants so badly to deliver for his team.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth.
2 minutes remaining of the game.
Outside Bane. Takes a three. Sends it home from three-point land. Bane's got 11 points here in the second half.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And they suck the air right out of this place by drilling the three. Could be what saves the day for them.
Bane, the pass to Brooks. Pass to Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
And whenever Adams is aggressive on offense, it helps big time, especially when he's dunking it hard inside.
Here's Paul. Over to the left wing. Ayton against Brooks. Oh, Adams with the block.
Oh, a fantastic defender. Adams embraces his role on this team as their defensive anchor.
And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
The Grizzlies have gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. 52 seconds left in the final quarter. Morant, the pass to Brooks. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now it's a 9-point Grizzly lead.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Morant. Clock at 6. Memphis needs to get off a shot. The three from Bane. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. And here's Paul. Johnson a screen on Morant. And he lobs it up. It counts.
Okay, when you let someone with this height get this close, it's going to be nearly impossible to stop, especially when he has that big of an advantage in this category.
And so it's Memphis winning this one. Boy, they didn't make it easy on...
And Greg, you were talking about this. What you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the center position.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. Crowder kicks to Paul. No good on the triple. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's a three-point game. Now Booker out left to the wing. Paul finds Booker. Lets the three fly. Rebound Minnesota. About 1 minute into the first quarter.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
Now here's Towns. Just 4 to shoot. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. Phoenix ball. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And for the Timberwolves, Clark getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
Here's Russell. The kick out to Towns. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Good.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Now, here is Russell. And it's Edwards, top of the key. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Suns have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Crowder kicks to Bridges. Paul outside. From about 19 feet. Rebound Minnesota.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Edwards finds Towns. Timberwolves passing it around. No good on that one. And Phoenix the other way now. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I did have a chance to talk with Minnesota's head coach. He said as long as they move the ball and don't take bad shots, their offense could carry them tonight. He told me we have guys who can fill it up. As long as we keep the defense guessing, I think we'll have a chance to score. Kevin?
Appreciate that, David. Interesting report there, GA. The team focused on what it can do offensively.
Bottom line, in this league, you have to score points. Sounds like they have a plan.
Yeah, and we'll see how it reveals itself, that plan. If the theory is proven right, they'll have a nice foundation to work from.
Towns sets the pick for Edwards. Good on the three-point shot. Edwards got 6.
Boy, great take by Edwards, making the correct decision in the pick and roll there.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency, but you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Booker, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And stolen by Ayton. Puts it up. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And this coaching staff in love with Booker's ability to create his own shot. It's a part of his game that's come a long way.
Now, here is Russell. No points in the game yet for him.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
All against Russell. Paul dishes to Crowder. And the rejection by Towns. Prince the pass to Gobert. Here's Russell. And he lays it straight in. 5 points in the game.
Well, you look at Russell repeatedly making plays around the rim. His imagination and creativity allow him to do so.
Booker outside. And the dunk by Booker.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Oh, that's how you drive your point home right there.
He's lucky to get away with that, though, guys. I mean, it could have earned him a technical for hanging on too long.
And the dunk by Towns.
Boy, the former second overall pick has really worked on his passing. That was an outstanding find by Russell.
Crowder from outside. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Crowder's got his second basket of the game. Tie game in Minnesota. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the... And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the three, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Inside, here's Towns. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
Textbook up fake there. Towns does a great job imitating his usual shot motion. Earns himself a trip to the line.
And Towns drops them both. And the accepted wisdom is role players tend to play better at home than on the road. And I've always wondered, Clark, how does that affect them more than stars?
You know, I don't know if I actually buy into that. I do think there's a comfort level when you're at home. I think it's always a little more pressurized to be the home team because you have some additional distractions. Typically, role players are a little more inconsistent overall just based on their particular positions. But that's why you don't call them stars. You call them role players.
Prince outside. Shot on the wing. And it's Russell missing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Here's Paul. Gobert pulls it in.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Edwards kicks to Russell. It's Prince on the wing. 5 on the clock. Towns for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And Ayton throws it down.
And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, it's been a defensive battle to say the least, partner. Good to see at least somebody got the ball in the basket. Finally.
Towns wide open. A three-pointer is right on target. Towns has got the lead up to 3 now for Minnesota.
Towns is really good at the three-point line. He's a volume three-point shooter and relishes taking shots from there.
Paul dishes to Ayton. Back to Paul. And here's Booker from the arc. And it's keeping it alive with a new 14. Paul passes to Bridges. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
And finished off by Edwards.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
Oh, the lob to Gobert. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Towns with the steal. And, oh, here we go. Prince has got it. The fast break chance. Bridges with the steal. Crowder, the pass to Ayton. And stolen by Russell. Here's Gobert. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Basket, good. Russell's got 7. And Greg, what separates Paul from the other two guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
A delicious dime from Chris Paul there.
Russell inside, defended by Paul. Here's Gobert. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Suns trail by 3. 59 seconds left in the first half. Outside Crowder. Shoots the 3. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss. One of Aiden's specialties.
Gobert with a screen on Booker. Russell left side. Shot from the top of the key. And he gets the jumper to drop. 9 points in the game so far. And it's Paul with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. They trail by 3. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Bridges. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. Bangs home the trifecta. Now it's a 6-point Timberwolves lead.
And, you know, once Russell catches fire now, let him eat. I mean, he's got the ability to take over games with his scoring.
Paul passes to Crowder. Towns with the steal. And here's Edwards from the arc. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
23.
As we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been a clinic out there with D'Angelo Russell.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the small forward.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Here's Noel, defended by Booker. Down low, Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And on the slam, Bridges using the vertical to finish strong before the D can contest.
Second half just getting started, about a minute played. Here's McLaughlin. Rejected by Crowder. Ayton inside, working on Anderson. And it's Ayton missing. Timberwolves leading by 4. 90 seconds now into the second half. Here's McDaniels. The feed to Anderson. Bridges with some nice defense. The Suns have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming unblocked with the break. And the wide open shot from Paul. Booker the pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. Jacks up a 3. That one, no good. And Phoenix will come the other way. Pass to Johnson for the lead. And it's McDaniels with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
To the middle. And he makes good on the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Shamet the pass to Saric. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Back to Reed. The Timberwolves working the ball around now.
2 minutes remaining.
Clock at 4. Here's McDaniels. Buries the long-range jumper. McDaniels got the lead up to 7 now for Minnesota.
You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
Passes it to Shamet. It's tipped. Stolen by Reed. To the inside. Here's Anderson. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And now a 9-point Timberwolves lead. Payne kicks to Shamet. Johnson the screen. Shamet the pass to Johnson. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniels.
Yeah, letting it rip. We're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Knocked loose. Johnson dishes to Payne. Looking to end the run. Reed with the block. There's the pass to Noel. That shot off the mark. And Phoenix the other way now. Johnson attacking. And he comes up with the deuce.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Here's McLaughlin. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Hammers the alley through.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleep.
Payne can't hit. Timberwolves leading by 11. Reed finds Anderson. That one drops for him. Anderson's got his second bucket. Here's Payne. Johnson right side. Sinks the triple.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they... And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Here's Russell. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Here's Paul. And he banks in the layup. Paul's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Suns.
Paul's ball handling skills are insane, off the charts, amazing at snaking through and making the defense look bad.
Edwards passes to Towns. Outside Edwards. From deep three-point range. Rebound by the Suns. Booker outside. Over to the wing. Paul kicks to Booker. Takes a 3. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And Towns gets it to go.
You know, this is exactly why they give the ball to Towns down there. I mean, his combination of size, agility, and shot repertoire makes him hard to deal with.
And it's Paul penetrating Ayton, and it's sent back by Russell. And they're able to recover. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Pass to Ayton. Second chance shot. Not going to go that time. Gobert with the defensive effort. Edwards passes to Gobert. Out to Russell. Gobert with a screen on Paul. Here's Russell with the three. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one on Ayton.
Boy, in sync with his teammate on that possession. Well done by Towns on that pass.
Suns trail by 13. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Got a piece of it. Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Russell. Releases from 15. And it's off the back rim. No good. Minnesota's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Prince finds Gobert. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Traps in the tray. And the Timberwolves lead by 16. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Crowder. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
That's well done there. I mean, don't even give him a chance to get to the block. Get in tight and finish at the rim.
And Russell puts up a deep three. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Booker. Over Edwards. Booker, no good. Timberwolves leading by 14. .152 left in the fourth quarter. Edwards working it over. Timberwolves keep it alive. Back to Towns. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. From the arc. Bridges with the board. Bridges has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Crowder. And Crowder brings it in.
And then the young fella busts out the slick move inside to get open for the jam.
Greg, that was sick and slick. The D had no chance.
Yeah, he was one step ahead of him the entire way.
Ball against Russell.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Minnesota.
If they had to battle for this one, there were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the floor of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for D'Angelo Russell.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
Outside Edwards. Outside Russell. Shot clock at 5. From deep. And they get it back. Gobert finds Edwards. Rejected by Booker. Russell from long range. Kept alive. Minnesota to the wing right side. Towns for 3. It doesn't go for him. Gobert the pass to Prince. And a deep 3 from Russell. Again, Russell missing.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere.
Thank you, David. Great.
And here were the Clippers arriving earlier, getting mentally prepared to go to work on the road. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. George, no good. Here's Booker, and Booker throws it down.
Boy, he's been known as a good ball handler, but Booker entering elite territory with that move.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Now here's Booker. It's rebounded by George. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Pass to Leonard. Lets it go from the wing. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall.
John Wall's vision is unquestioned. He puts it on time and on target, creates an easy look for his teammate.
Wall against Paul. It's Booker on the wing. There's the three. Booker missing again.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Leonard against Paul to the left wing. Ball for three. The Suns clear it. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Now here's Wall. To the middle. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Bridges passes to Ayton. And the shot goes in.
Boy, you think about DeAndre Ayton. It's his size that comes to mind, and he understands how to utilize that to score.
Ball against Wall. The kick out to Morris. The three is up. That one no good. And Phoenix the other way now. Something you can't deny about Marcus Morris. He is a passionate player.
On and off the court, this guy is highly competitive. He's a leader in the locker room. His playing style, to me, would fit with any organization. Smart and tough.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Outside Paul. Pass to Ayton. Shoots over Zubac. And too long on the shot. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 from deep.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Wall against Paul. Oh, there's the alley. And the jam by George.
And plays like that demonstrate Paul George's athletic ability. He's not just an elite scorer. He is a high flyer.
Now here's Booker. The three-pointer off the mark. 1:36 left in the first quarter. Wall with it. Leonard outside. Lets the three fly. The rebound by Bridges. The Suns have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Down low. Tipped. It's stolen by Leonard. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Wall with it, and it's Paul picking him up. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Outside Paul. Inside and out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. .56 seconds left to play in the first quarter. They set the pick. Out to Leonard. Takes the three. Gets the three ball to go. Leonard's got 5.
This guy loves to help his team space the floor. You have to respect Kawhi's range. He will make you pay.
Paul passes to Johnson. It's stolen by Wall. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Leonard for 3. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Give him 8 points now.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Booker with a screen on Wall. Paul passes to Booker to halt the run. From the high post. Rebound by the Clippers.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers going into the break up 12. They've done well to disrupt.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Clippers?
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
So, on the floor for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the 1 spot. Drops in the 3. Booker's got 5 points now in the quarter. Well, you know it takes courage to draw charges. Guys get trucked all the time, and they still call a blocking foul. You think more of those should be no calls, Grant?
You know, B.A., courage is the right word. If you're willing to step in there and sacrifice your body for the sake of the team, you know what? You don't give them the charge. I prefer the no call. I like that idea.
Pass to Paul. Booker against George. Booker no good. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. George outside. Morris outside. From deep. No luck on that one. And Phoenix will come the other way. And now the Suns fast break. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And he brings this game a little closer using a huge one-hand slam.
That's a great way to get your team back into it. Out to Leonard. Pulls it from the top of the key. And Booker pulls it down.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
Wall, the pass to Leonard. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Leonard's got 13.
Well, a multiple-time winner of Finals MVP, Kawhi Leonard understands I've got my offensive game in rhythm. Let me go to work.
George against Booker. Paul George pulls it in. The Clippers have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Outside Wall. Out to Leonard. It's George on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. The 3. Leonard can't get it to go. The Suns trailing.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
And the officials call a traveling violation. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Well, it doesn't get much easier than that. Even a decent shooter is going to make that with no pressure.
Leonard with a screen on Paul. Wall on the attack. And the big finish by Wall.
This is one of the staples of John Wall's games ever since he came out of Kentucky. Put it on the deck and get to the cup.
And it's rejected. Morris against Johnson. The kick out to Wall. This one for 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. And here's Bridges. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Ayton, a screen on George. Booker. Out to Bridges. His first shot attempt. Here's Ayton. Outside Johnson. From downtown. The shot comes out. So the Clippers will take it the other way. They held a 12-point lead earlier.
This is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Booker with a screen on Wall. Ball passes to Booker. Rejected by George. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Leonard for 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 5 rebounds in the game. Outside for Booker. From the arc. Rebound by the Clippers. George has got 4 rebounds now. Leonard for 3. Now here's Wall. George outside. It could go. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good.
Yeah, that's exactly how to end the half on a high note.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. And it's Ayton in its center, filling out the middle. And that's the group for Monty Williams as we begin the second half. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up on Robert Covington.
Well, for Chris Paul, the ability to dribble, drive, and draw contact has been one of the defining characteristics of his game.
And a new group getting ready for the Suns. Saric checks in for DeAndre Ayton. Crowder comes in for Johnson. Lee, he's checked in for Bridges. And it's Shamet in for Devin Booker. Powell, a screen on Paul. Powell outside. Pass to Man. Out to Powell. And a nice finish on the layup. And the Clippers lead by 10.
Well, you don't want to see Norman Powell settling for outside looks. Love when he goes to work down deep. Well, when you consider if you're trying to guard Norman Powell, the first thing you have to worry about that quick first step. And he uses that first step with a combination of aggression and acceleration. Boy, he can get by you in a hurry.
Paul against Jackson. Pass to Powell. Jackson outside. From outside, off the mark. And you talk about Powell's athleticism. Doris, he is fearless on his drives to the bucket.
I don't want to meet him at the cup, BA, because he could put you on a poster fast. And on the other end of the floor, he's got the wingspan and athleticism to make any assignment something he is capable of handling.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Here's Paul. Pass to Saric. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
There's a level of floor awareness that has always been innate to Chris Paul. What a pretty find.
Here's Powell. Back to Jackson. Here's Man. He's guarded by Paul. And that one's good. Man. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Paul against Jackson. On the wing, Crowder. Pass to Saric. The shake. And the layup is up and in. Saric has gotten 4 this quarter.
This guy is an efficient scorer. Dario Saric knows his strengths on the offensive end and can capitalize.
Here's Man. For 3, Powell. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Count it.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot, but right now this guy is cooking.
Jackson against Paul. Batum left side. 3-pointer. He drops it from range. And the Clippers lead by 13.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Jackson against Paul. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Powell. Payne's checked in for Paul. Just 3 to shoot. Payne, the pass to Crowder, and they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. Pass to Zubac. Leonard outside. From deep. And it's Devin Booker with a rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Bridges. From deep, Johnson. It's rebounded by Zubac.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Outside Wall. Leonard on the wing. Over Bridges. And again, no good by the Clippers. Shoots over George. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. They hold a...
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court, and it's Wall in at point guard. Ayton inside, Wall covering, and for some reason he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
And it's the Suns with the ball, trailing by 13. Ayton, a screen on Wall. Paul's got space with nobody on him. He buries that jumper.
Chris Paul is the master of the pick and roll, understanding how to utilize his teammates to the best of their abilities.
Now Wall. Pass to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
To me, the defense did all it could in that instance. It's just amazing how Devin Booker maintains focus with the defense draped all over him.
Wall, the pass to Leonard. Outside Wall. Leonard with a screen on Paul. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Booker.
There's just so much force that Kawhi plays with. It is what allows him to rise up and put it down with authority.
Johnson a screen on Wall. Paul passes to Ayton. Off target with the 3. The Clippers shooting it well, around 55% for the game. And they'll get another chance. Leonard outside. Pass to Wall. Shoots over Paul. Wall gets the bucket. And now a 12-point Los Angeles lead.
That's the aggressive nature of John Wall, always looking for ways to push the action and generate offense.
Outside Booker. Back to Paul. Outside Booker. From outside the arc. The Clippers grab the miss. Wall's got his 4th rebound in this one. Morris on the wing. The 3. Drills it from deep.
Really good job anticipating the rise and fire off the catch. Go ahead, Marcus Morris.
Here's Paul. Pass to Johnson. Can they get it? Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Ball against Johnson. George for three. Phoenix grabs the miss. Outside Booker. And again, it's the Suns missing.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Ball for three. That shot missing. Now the Suns take it the other way. Here's Johnson going inside. Count it.
But Devin Booker, known as a scorer, but this guy is able to put it on time and on target.
Los Angeles has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Wall against Paul. Now here's Wall, tightly guarded. On target from range. Morris has got 6 here in the quarter.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Clippers.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
And they got a lot of great solo efforts tonight, but probably none bigger than the performance for John Wall.
Well, unselfish basketball.
Oh, my goodness! Yikes! What a finish. Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Leonard double teamed. Back to Morris. Leonard outside. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Bridges. And that one hits the back iron. And a big issue for them, turnovers.
Yeah, you just can't give away possessions in this league.
Out of bounds. Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the Suns miss again. On offense, here are the Clippers. They've got a 12-2 run in progress.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. So no problem for the Clipper. All right, Allie, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us. And it's conference rivals squaring off tonight in this one, Steve. It might be the regular season, but this has a playoff feel to it, doesn't it?
These are the type of games you love to watch in the regular season, Kevin. The fans will be rowdy, the players fully engaged. We got a good one tonight.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the 3, the small forward.
Shows incredible vision for a younger player. Ja Morant's a skilled distributor.
Al Paul. Booker outside for the 3. It's hauled in by Adams. And Adams has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. On the wing, Bane. Defended by Booker. There's the lob to Bridges. Stolen by Brooks. Booker against Bane. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Morant outside. And the 3 ball is good.
Morant, such a quick thinker. He doesn't hesitate on the catch and shoot.
Paul against Morant. Booker the pass to Paul. Booker left side. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Morant against Paul. Back to Morant. Clock at 6. Takes it in. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, he's about a 76% shooter. In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
And there it is for him.
So shrewd and elusive on the drive. Once Paul sees an opening in the defense, this guy goes into attack mode.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Payne for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Greg talking about the great Ja Morant. This guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
And Adams with the slam.
Big man plays by Steven Adams, using all of his height to dominate the offensive glass and end the play.
Johnson can't hit. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Memphis. It's a 3-point game. Bane, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and 1 chance here to make it a 3-point play. That sends Chris Paul to the free throw line. It goes on Dylan Brooks. The Suns shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throw.
1:30 left in the first quarter. Jackson looking around. And the rejection by Ayton.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that.
And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Suns have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Smitty with Memphis. What do they need right now to make a championship run this season?
Kevin, I think the pieces are all in place. It's a matter of luck on the injury front and staying focused when the pressure's on in the biggest postseason games.
Here's Adams, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Bridges for 3, and Ayton stays with it.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
Morant with it. He has 6. Brooks with a screen on Paul. Paul against Morant to end the run. That shot is off. Now the Suns take it the other way. Booker with no one around. Off target from outside. Memphis trailing here. Jackson kicks to Morant. With the drive, and he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
Off the dribble, Morant is so dynamic, even his teammates look a little stunned.
Paul surveying the floor. And that one released in time, but no good. A big-time effort for Chris Paul, providing a lot of it.
And please give a big round of applause for your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
On the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. It's stolen by Adams. On the wing, Bane. Back to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
This is where you want Adams to have the ball. Can't get a higher percentage look than that.
The Suns trailing. Now here's Paul. 8 points for him. Puts it in off the nasty crossover. Paul's got 10 points.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Morant against Paul. Here's Brooks. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Good athlete, 37-inch vertical. Brooks aggressive above the rim.
Here's Paul, and there's the drive. That's it. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. Bane looking around. Not happening with that shot. He's put up 5 and made 2. Suns have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Ayton inside. Adams defending. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far.
And something that gets overlooked is how good of a passer Steven Adams is.
You're totally right, GA. He's gotten much better with his vision. Knows how to find cutters and open guys out of the high post. Plus, he's skilled at throwing those full court touchdown passes.
Bridges against Brooks. Bridges misses. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Here's Bane. Here's Jackson. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
In terms of raw tools, Jaren could become one of the best offensive rebounders in the league. We'll see how it plays out.
To the paint. And the dunk by Booker. Going
into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
The Suns have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Here's Booker, and a dunk by Booker.
And there he goes, Booker, showing off the vert.
For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Here's Morant, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
That's a 2 from Paul. It's hauled in by Adams.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Bucket is good. Baines got 4 points in the quarter.
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide-open man.
And here's Booker from the arc. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Down low, and stolen by Ayton. On the wing, Booker, guarded by Bain. Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Booker.
Not just an outside shooter. Booker is also skilled at getting it done from that area as well.
And that one's good, Morant.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Ball outside, into the lane. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Chris Paul is so skilled at scoring, getting it done right now.
To the inside, and stolen by Ayton. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. Grizzlies have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. And another turnover here by Memphis. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the second. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Morant against Paul. Drops in the layup for 2. Paul's got the game tied up here for Phoenix.
It's not enough to be in attack mode. You have to know how to attack. Chris Paul finding the soft spot in that defense.
Here's Morant. A big-time effort for Chris Paul, providing open.
The Grizzlies, 28.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been a clinic by Chris Paul.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Jake Crowder out there with Lee. Then it's Payne. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's Sharch in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. Payne passes to Sharch. Can't connect from short range. Memphis leading. Here's Bain. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Bain's got 4 points now in the quarter.
What a dangerous player to have in the backcourt. When Bain gets this hot, he will tear a defense apart.
And here's Bain. Pass to Shamet. Shot clock at 6. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. And it's the Suns with the ball. Trailing by 4. Here's Sharch.
This is what Steven Adams is known for, a fantastic defensive player with terrific instincts.
The Grizzlies shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. Brooks misses.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Bain. Know what? They battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Here's Brooks. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Shamet with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Shamet the pass to Lee. And Lee with the stuff.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up, but it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
They get it again. Here's Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
He's a smooth athlete. Even on a straight dunk, you can see Jaren's ease of movement in the air.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Out to Lee. Shoots from 14. Misses off the right iron.
And see, he had his momentum going forward, but really didn't need to lean in there. He was wide open.
Got a piece of it. Bain looking around. Good D by Jones. And it's Jones with the ball for Memphis. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half.
And that's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
Third quarter of basketball here in just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Outside, Jones. Here's Tillman, covered by Sharp.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
Suns trail by 4. 1:06 left in the third. And it's Shamet missing. The Grizzlies have gone to even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. On the wing, Green. A crossover, and he lays it up and in. Green's got the lead up to 6 now for the Grizzlies.
A tremendous catch and shoot player. Green showing he can create space off the dribble as well.
Pass to Shamet. And the foul called on Danny Green. That is his first foul of the game.
Third team foul. Grizzlies substitution. Brandon Clark. Zaire Williams.
There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Payne can't hit. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That is his first foul of the game. Clark right side. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Here's Payne. Floats it up for Sharich. It's stolen by Green. And so it's Memphis with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we've got more in 2K.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth, we've got Williams, also Green out there. Jones is out there with Clark, and it's Conchar into the shooting guard position. And Green gets it to go.
Nice look for Danny Green there, taking charge. You love the leadership he's brought everywhere he's gone.
Here's Paul, and the rejection by Clark. Williams passes to Clark. It's stolen by Johnson. To the middle. Hall finds Johnson. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
One of the best passes we've ever seen. Hall on time and on point.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Grizzlies.
I think they've looked to dump it down low as often as possible. And so far, they've been super successful using this attack.
And another thing they did well was just keep the effort up offensively. Lots of boards leading to extra opportunities, which they converted.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Memphis leading by 6. Morant outside. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
How can you not love a player like Ja Morant? Came into the NBA ready to prove himself and just keeps getting better.
The first free throw is good. Both free throws good from Morant.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Paul dishes to Johnson. It's stolen. And here we go. Morant heading to the hoop. Brooks kicks to Jackson. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Offensive rebound. Adams. And he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
A merciless slam by Steven Adams, using all of his athleticism to rub it right in the deepest space.
Inside. Here's Booker. Shakes him. Grizzlies with the rebound. Bridges with the steal. Good chance here for Booker. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
And this coaching staff in love with Booker's ability to create his own shot. It's a part of his game that's come a long way.
Morant passes to Bain. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Ayton.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Free throw good. Bain.
The shooting of Desmond Bain, it's special. Knocking down threes as good as anyone in the game.
And Bain drops them both. And it's the Suns with the ball. It's a 10-point game. Paul outside. There's the drive. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Agile move by CP3. Navigating the contact and getting his shot.
Morant scanning the floor. The pass to Brooks. Here's Bain, defended by Booker.
Putting consistent pressure on this defense. Just the threat of him out there makes this offense work.
Booker with this screen for Paul. Lobbed up there for Booker, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And finished off by Morant.
Not one to shy away from physicality. Ja Morant just goes about his business.
Paul against Morant. And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Paul.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him. But again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
Here's Morant.
Oh!
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
And the dunk by Booker.
CP3 is a nightmare in pick and roll situation.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Grizzlies.
Free throws were a big factor in this one.
You know, it's always great to get a lot of shots at the line, but the key, they were able to convert tonight. You start making free throws, and it can get you the win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Ja Morant.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
26 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
Bridges kicks to Booker. Ayton a screen on Bain. Booker looking around. 5 to shoot. Here's the 3. Misses the shot. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a run.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K. And we talk about good offense beating good defense. Brent, both teams tonight live by that mantra.
Yeah, well, this is going to be a time where we're going to get into the fourth quarter with a game, hopefully, that's pretty close. And who can get multiple stops? 1 or 2 in a row, 2 or 3 in a row. That might end up being the difference here, BA.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. So it's Phoenix now, following the score by Minnesota.
Really heads up there. Played where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
And here's Russell. The kick out to Edwards. Towns for 3. Phoenix grabs the miss.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Johnson passes to Booker. The 3 from Ayton. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
DeAndre Ayton happy to shoot at that range. Nice stroke.
After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brent.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous, and this team really came together in a hurry, and they're going to be a force for the next few years to come.
Just 2 to shoot, and Edwards puts up a deep 3, and Ayton pulls it down.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Now here's Russell to end the run from beyond the arc and then some.
Yeah, I don't think that kind of range scares off D'Angelo Russell.
Russell against Paul. Oh, deflected. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Up top, Edwards. Towns a screen on Booker. Here's Edwards. Pass to Prince. Beyond the arc. That one doesn't drop. And Phoenix the other way now. Here's Booker. Johnson finds Booker. Back to Johnson. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Good D by Gobert. Paul against Russell. Up top, Paul. Back to Booker. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by the Timberwolves. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth.
Outside Russell. The 3 is up. Kept alive by Minnesota. Launches a 3. Towns a screen on Paul. Throws it up high. Oh, rejected by Ayton.
Nice timing as Ayton's up there for the rejection.
Oh, and a dunk by Ayton.
How about Ayton going up there and showing off a little bit of his skill with the half turn? After taking Cam Johnson's 10th in the 2019 draft, the Timberwolves promptly sent him and Saric to the Suns in exchange for Jared Culver.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Now here's Paul. Towns with a rebound. Well, remember, the Suns received heavy criticism for acquiring Johnson in that draft day trade.
BA, I don't know that it was about the players so much as how old Cam Johnson was and Phoenix maybe trying to explore an upside guy with that high of a pick. Well, it feels like the GM knew what he was doing. Cam Johnson's been a huge addition to this team, and his shooting has been remarkable.
Here's Edwards coming off a Suns make. Pass to Towns. We've got 33 seconds left in the first. Offensive rebound. Here's Prince. 4-3. Doesn't go for him. Outside Johnson. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Towns against Johnson. Towns passes to Gobert. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Suns ahead, up 5. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. That's the Suns 5 as we get into the second quarter. Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
It's a great question, BA. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. Today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries.
So it's Phoenix now. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Pass to Russell. Puts up a 3. No luck on that one. And Phoenix the other way now. Ayton passes to Bridges. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul.
He didn't have his feet planted.
And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. Here's a 3 from Paul. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Russell finds Towns. Double team on Towns. Here's Gobert. Towns with the ball. Edwards for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Booker, the pass to Johnson. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Booker's got 3 assists now in this one.
And this kind of distribution is something that Devin Booker is only going to improve upon.
Now here's Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Booker. Here's Edwards. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And that's just too easy. Bridges in there slamming it down.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Towns for 3. Sinks the tray. Towns has got 5 points.
He does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
Paul for 3. And they recover it. Out to the right wing. Here's Johnson. Here's Ayton. Oh, 3 chances on that possession, but they just can't find a way to score. Edwards for 3. The rebound by Bridges. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Booker, the pass to Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And If you can't leave the basket unprotected, bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Prince nails it from 3. He's got 5.
Wow, Prince has a little daylight, and that shot looked true.
Now Booker from behind the arc hits the trifecta. And the Suns lead by 8.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
The shot by Russell, no good.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores. Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Here's Russell. The Suns getting their last shot to go.
Yes, sir!
That's what you tune in for right there. Wow.
BA, forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Booker can't get it to go. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Towns for 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Outside Booker. And it's a completely new group for the Suns.
Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Here's Payne. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Second personal foul.
Campaign just a grinder and has stuck with it. His career arc is quite interesting. Spent time in the G League, and a few years back he was out of the league. Now he's back, he's confident, he's dependable, and he's a huge part of a team playing winning basketball.
Here's Crowder, goes up and lays it in nice and easy. And the Suns lead by 14.
Don't see that much from Crowder, off the bounce and attacking to make the score.
Devin Booker, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Phoenix. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
Hey, we didn't expect this. Not normally a big-time assist maker. He's done a great job moving the ball around.
You can get into a passing rhythm, and so far all of his have been on point.
On the court for the Timberwolves, Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, the defense better make sure they're sticking to all 4 other players, or else D'Angelo's going to find the open man.
Russell against Payne. Pass to Shaman. Here's Crowder. Just 4 to shoot. The Suns need to get off a shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Anderson comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. Noel, he's checked in for Anthony Edwards. And it's McLaughlin in for Russell. Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Noel. From deep three-point range. Second chance shot. That one is off. And Phoenix the other way now. Here's Shaman. Saric down low, working on Reed. Here's Shamet, and the shot goes down. And the Suns lead by 16.
And Šarić, just one of those European players that comes over with the fundamentals. Beautiful play there.
And there's the lob. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Here's Shamet. Keeps it alive. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Well, Dario does a nice job recovering and uses his size to beat out the smaller defender.
Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Noel. And the ball out of play. The Suns will have it.
Miscommunication oftentimes leads to turnovers. That's something they'll want to discuss.
McDaniels is checked in for Prince. And here's Šarić. No good there. Nice D from Reed.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Šarić goes in. Crowder outside. Oh, and Reed with a block. They get it back. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. 5 to shoot. Blocked again! Here's McDaniels to the paint. A slam dunk by Reed.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Now here's Payne.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Pass to Lee. Outside McDaniels. Here's Anderson. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
Anderson finishing through contact. I like to see him make the mid-air adjustment to get that ball off.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Payne, the pass to Crowder. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to be on Naz Reid.
First team foul. At the line for your side.
First one falls. And a new group getting ready for the Suns. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Šarić. Mikal Bridges comes in for Lee. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Shamet. And it's Paul in for Payne.
And Crowder just keeps coming at you. He's pretty relentless. He will score. He definitely rebounds. And he for sure defends at an impressive level.
Noel, that's good.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do. And right at the top is guard that guy.
1:09 left in the third. Paul passes to Ayton. Stolen by Reed. Pass to McDaniels. Outside, Anderson. Fires the 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Booker against Anderson. Crowder a screen on Anderson. Left side Booker. Shoots over Anderson. Misses off the right iron.
Well, that mid-range Jay usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Knocks it loose. And stolen by Paul. Bridges finds Crowder. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Here's Noel. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Stolen. 2 on the clock. A slam dunk by Reed.
Hustle plays like that are crucial right now. You have to convert on every turnover you get.
And so it's Phoenix now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. We'll be right back. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
And Booker heating up like this, it's going to lift the confidence of the entire team when he gets it going offensively.
Offensive rebound. Gobert. Here's Edwards. Takes it inside, and he can't jam it through. Crowder with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Outside Booker. And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Just great hands for Ayton to time that one.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Here's Edwards driving inside. The rebound by Bridges. Bridges has got 4 rebounds now. Ayton played it in with a nice touch off the window.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
And Edwards, here we go. Pass to Gobert. Back to Edwards. Russell with the ball. High post Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Crowder grabs the miss.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Bridges misses. The Timberwolves have got nothing to fall in this 4th quarter. 0 of 5. Edwards, a pass to Towns. Left side, Edwards. Fires for 3. Connects from downtown.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
The Timberwolves have got 1 out of 6 shots to fall in this final quarter. Not ideal. Back to Russell. Pass to Gobert. Now here's Towns. Jacks up a 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
Ah, the versatility of Towns. Unleashing his outside game and presenting all sorts of problems for the defense.
Outside Edwards. Here's Russell. Let's go with a 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Bridges has got 5 rebounds tonight. To the inside. The kick out to Paul. Bridges outside.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's the 3. Minnesota with a rebound. Outside Edwards. From deep. And they'll get another chance. There's the triple. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And stolen by Edwards. Russell with the ball. And Bridges picks him up defensively. From deep 3-point range. Gobert. The second chance points on the tip in.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback. He wasn't going to be denied.
Outside Paul. Pass to Booker. Pulls up on the wing. And the Suns miss again.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Out left to the wing. Russell up top. He's guarded by Paul. And he trims the lead to single digits.
Well, that's a needle in the haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
Russell against Paul. Pass to Ayton. Oh, it's stolen by Towns.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
Another miss by Russell. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, BA. They deserve the win.
Crowder, a screen on Edwards. For three, Booker. The kick out to Paul. A shot to stop the drought. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. And the Suns lead by 10.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans